Well, Merry Christmas Eve. So today, because I'm going to my parents tomorrow, I want to do it today because tomorrow I have a lot I want to get done in the apartment. So, right now I am making my lemon cheesecakes and I'm going to show how it's done. It's probably not going to be the best video, but I'm going to try because I want to show everybody how I do these lemon cheesecakes. So if you ever want to make them, then you can make them. So I'm going to turn this around and then I'm going to show you what I do. Okay, I have 2 blocks of cream cheese because I'm making 2 cheesecakes. I got 2 blocks of cream cheese, room temperature. Do not melt them, do not heat it. Let them sit out for 2-3 hours. Just make sure they are no longer cold. Then I use 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. Then, now I'm going to come over here now because I've never done this before, but I got a pretzel one this time. Never made a cheesecake with pretzel. I'm curious how it's going to turn out. I hope my family likes it. And then I got my normal graham cracker one. Then I got my lemon juice. Yum, yum. Then I got my vanilla. It's pure vanilla. People do not use vanilla extract. It is not good, trust me. Just look it up. Look it up. So I'm going to get mixing everything. I got to get my hand mixer out and everything. And I'm going to mix it all up. And I'm going to show you how I mix it. Because you can't just put all of it together at once. No. You don't do that. Okay, everyone. And I want to remind everybody. Make sure your counter is clean. You have a clean area. It's a little messy, but this is our coffee corner. And this is the biggest corner that I have right now. And after you put this in, you can put the milk in. I'm going to end up needing a spoon for this. But you mix these 2 together with the cream cheese. I'm going to have to spoon this after I shut the camera off because I got to get all of it out. Okay, that's the first can. I'm going to finish all of this up and then I will show you how I mix it. And everybody, I'm sorry, my hands are shaking today. I don't know why. My body has been restless and anxious for the past 2 days. So I'm just going to pour this can in. Now, I will be back when it's time to mix. Okay, now I'm going to use my hand mixer. It's going to be hard to do this one-handed, so I'm just going to show you. When you start out, you want to start it out low. Probably going to make my bowl turn, but we'll see. Now, you want to start it out on low for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Make sure all that cream cheese is really mixed in there and that there are no lumps. You do not want 1 lump when you're done with this. And after you mix it for about 1 minute to 2 minutes on low, then you can turn it on high until it looks fluffy. And I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, you guys, see how flat it looks? No lumps. And it's really fluffy. Looks really good. Now I like to let it sit for about 2 minutes. And then after the 2 minutes, I put a 1/3 cup of lemon juice per square of cream cheese and can of condensed soup, which is 2/3 of a cup, which I have my 2/3, I don't know if it'll show it on here. It's 2/3 of a cup plus the vanilla, and I Captain. I eye it. I don't, they always say to use a teaspoon, but I like to eye it because I use a little tiny extra. Okay, you guys, I forgot to turn my camera back on. I poured the lemon juice in there. Now, sorry guys, I'm going to pour my vanilla in there. That's probably about good. Then, again, you see how liquidy it is? You don't want this to fly all over the place. So what I always do is I kind of sort of mix it just a little so it's not so wet. And I turn it on really low in the center. Real slow. Okay, now you guys, I'm going to turn this on high and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. It's going to look really nice and fluffy. Here's how it looks afterwards. See how fluffy and thick it is? It's real thick. You want it to be thick, people. Do not use any... Sometimes I used to use a lot more lemon, but then it would be like really watery, and I didn't like that it was watery because nobody could really cut it up. So I use what it calls for because I always like that lemony taste, you know. So this is done. I'm gonna pour it into the pie crust, and then I will come back once it's poured. Okay, everybody, here is the pies or cheesecakes. After, you always want to make sure, I like this one, needs to be moved a little. You want to get both of them about an even amount so one doesn't have more than the other. And, oh, and another thing. When you take off the paper on the inside of these things, make sure you get that rubbery, sticky stuff out of there. I don't think anybody wants that to fall in the cheesecake and ruin it. So, you guys, this is the pretzel one. And this is the graham cracker one. I'm going to somehow tape this to the outside. So, now that they're done, I can put them in the refrigerator and let them cool, let them harden, and then tomorrow at this time, we'll be eating them. So yeah, that's my lemon cheesecakes. Again, you guys, if you want, you can put a little tiny more lemon in, but not too much. You don't want it to be too soft to where when you cut it up that it just falls apart. You want it to be as firm as you possibly can. So, there you go, you guys. Those are my lemon cheesecakes. And if you have any questions or want to know anything else, I can tell you. You guys have a wonderful Christmas season and a happy new year. And let this new year be the best year ever. Have a good day, guys. Oh, and when you're done, please clean your mess up. Wipe down the counter. I had cheesecake for stuff on the counter. Wipe it down so it's not so hard to clean it later. And always, 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 I know a lot of people like to do this. Don't put your dishes in the sink and lay there. Put everything that you've used, put it in a bowl, hot water, so nothing sticks. So later on when you go to wash it, it's not so hard.